everyone, it's Lozza from the Baking Mad Gym Addict. Today I'm going to share 4 yummy protein-packed treats I like to make with Quest bars. Don't panic, all 4 recipes are typed out for you below in the description box. I live in Sydney, Australia, where it can be quite difficult to get hold of Quest bars, so you'll know by now that I buy my Quest bars from www.iherb.com. You can use my discount code SPC515 for money off your first order. Quest bars are my favourite protein bars because not only are they delicious to eat on their own, but they're pretty fun to transform into yummy recipes too. My first recipe is for a Quest bar Jammie Dodger. Jammie Dodgers are a popular British biscuit usually made from shortbread with a raspberry flavoured jam filling. Today I'm going to make a chia jam filling. I decided to make 2 different flavours of jam, one strawberry flavour and one mango flavour. To make this, just take your choice of fruit and whiz it up in a blender until you make a nice puree. Pop your fruity mixture into a non-stick pan and add some chia seeds, honey and half a tablespoon of xantham gum. Heat the mixture gently for around 3 to 5 minutes. Remember to keep stirring it. You can see that after a while the chia jammy mixture thickens up quite nicely. You could taste it at this stage to see if you want to add more honey to sweeten it. Alternatively, if you like more of a tart taste, squeeze in some fresh lemon juice. Once it's cooled down, your chia jam is done. This recipe is completely adaptable, and so feel free to substitute the fruit. Here I am repeating the same process to make the mango flavoured chia jam. The chia jam is pretty delicious to eat on its own. Sometimes I eat mine with a dollop of Greek yogurt, and then other times I eat it spread on top of some toast. Today, however, I'm going to take 2 bars of raspberry and white chocolate flavoured Quest bars. I soften them in the microwave for 10 seconds before pressing them down flat. Then I use some cookie cutters to cut out some circle shapes. I use a smaller cookie cutter to cut out the smaller hole in the cookie circle so that it looks like this. Once I'm happy with my shapes, I pop them onto a tray lined with non-stick baking paper and bake them in a 180 degrees Celsius oven, which is about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for 7 to 10 minutes. Once they're baked, spread your jam onto the biscuit base and pop a wee circle rim on top. Ta-da! Quest bar Jammie Dodgers. So delicious and so simple to make and just perfect with a nice wee cup of tea. I usually store any leftover chia jam in a mason jar in the fridge for up to 1 week. Moving on to recipe number 2, I present to you baked chocolate apple Quest bar protein bites. This recipe is super duper easy and super duper delicious. In fact, this might be my favourite Quest bar recipe. I peel an apple and cut it into wedges. The apple wedges then get put into a sandwich bag, and then I add half a tablespoon of cinnamon and 1 tablespoon of Isoe vanilla protein powder. I seal up my baggie and shake everything together. For those that have seen my previous video, you'll know that if you put this bag into the fridge for a couple of hours, the apples end up being coated with a delicious fudge-like consistency, which is absolutely delicious. Today, however, I'm going to wrap some of those apple wedges inside a Quest bar. After softening 2 bars of raspberry and white chocolate flavoured Quest bars in the microwave for 10 seconds, I carefully wrap the Quest bar dough around one of the cinnamony vanilla coated apple wedges. I repeat this for another 3 times. Once that's done, I pop them into the oven for about 10 minutes. While they're baking in the oven, you can make a chocolate sauce by mixing together 1 tablespoon of cacao powder, 1 tablespoon of melted coconut oil and 1 tablespoon of honey. I didn't have any honey in my kitchen at the time of making this recipe, and so I substituted my honey with Truvia, but it's really much nicer with honey. Once your mini apple bites have been baked, take them out of the oven and slosh your chocolate sauce all over them. These are so amazingly delicious and are best eaten after they've just been baked. They're like little sweet bites of comfort food and are yummy enough to satisfy any sweet tooth craving. If you only try one recipe from this video, try this one because it's freaking amazing. My third recipe is for a coconut cashew chocolate mousse. To make this, I bake a coconut cashew Quest bar in the oven for about 10 minutes. After baking, I wait for it to cool down slightly before whizzing it up in my blender until it looks like this. I then make a chocolate mousse by blending together some cold avocado, some Greek yogurt, coconut oil, honey, cacao powder, vanilla extract, a dash of cinnamon and a dash of salt. The chocolate mousse then gets served in a bowl and topped with the nice chewy crumbly coconutty cashew topping I made earlier. Ta-da! Coconut cashew chocolate Quest bar mousse done. My last recipe is to make a Quest bar peanut butter jelly block. I mixed together some melted almond butter, some coconut oil, some agave nectar and some puffed whole grain kamut. If you have puffed millet, it would work out even better because puffed millet is usually smaller than puffed kamut. I popped the mixture into one of my food boxes, which you'll recognise from my meal prep videos. I line my box with a sheet of non-stick baking paper so that it's easy to pop out the dessert when you need it. Once I press down the mixture, I top it with some diced peanut butter and jelly Quest bar pieces and some dried cranberries. Other tasty toppings I've used in the past are carob buttons and almond flakes. After a couple of hours, I remove the mixture from the freezer and slice it into small pieces. These pieces can be stored in the freezer until you're ready to eat it. I usually defrost it for about 5 to 10 minutes at room temperature before biting into it. Decadent, yummy and tasty. And there you have 4 easy, delicious ways to cheat clean with your Quest bars. Quest bars are my favourite protein bar to buy because they don't taste like cardboard and are not loaded with sugar like other protein bars. My favourite flavours are strawberry cheesecake, chocolate chip cookie dough and apple pie flavour. Each bar has an average of 180 calories with about 20 grams of protein. If you check out the ingredients list on the back of a Quest bar, you'll notice it's super short, which is another bonus. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you love food prepping and enjoy healthy recipe ideas, feel free to connect with me on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!